Alrighty, my apologies about that, ladies and gentlemen. We had some bad air and bad internet over here. Must have been a little too cold of a breeze coming in from Niagara Falls. But we are here, and the Whiskey Girls did take leg number 1 here, putting themselves at match point in the second set of the final. So AIC is going to need to catch a hot streak here and dig deep. Susie Sue did hit a huge 9 mark in the last cricket leg that these girls all played. I would be keen to do so again. Jamie Joe going to try to dig deep here. Load up as many 20s as she can, maybe get a second playground, but yeah, you can't really move until you hit that trip. Yeah, Mike, the irony of the hotel staff raiding the room and all of a sudden the internet just happens to have issues. I think they were listening and waiting for the opportunity to unplug that Ethernet cable. It was out of spite. And for the record, I didn't actually tell them to be quiet. I just quietly ushered them out. They were here, well-intentioned. Actually, I have no idea. I was not very nice. I started screaming, yelling. You know, my normal behavior. Great last start there for Corey. Much needed. Now increasing to a 39-point lead here, and Darlene's going to have to focus on opening a number instead. Yeah, Jamie, after finding that 18, just going to keep moving along. Excellent 6 mark there for Jamie Joe. And Susie there just finding 417s. Does get some points on the board, but not exactly enough here to stop the bombardment from AIC at the moment. Cameron saying Susie is a queen. Well, I can't really argue with that. See, Corey was not able to secure that close, so Darlene going to try to get a couple of points on the board here before those 17s go away. Catching the outside of it. This is the women's final. We did see the first dip before the internet went out, and now we're on to the second dip here. If Whiskey Girls win this leg, it's all over. If AIC wins it, it goes to the deciding leg here. And then after that, Pro-Am finals immediately after. And if available, the non-pro finals after that. So final. It's down to the end here. So now Darlene going to try to make a stand on these 15s. Yeah, catching well low. So this is pretty much set to go to a deciding last chance leg for both teams.
So what happened here, Nick?
Well, I talked a lot of smack about the hotel staff, and all of a sudden the internet went out. So the timing is pretty suspect.
Like, I just picture one of the workers like, oh, yeah, and then they yank the cord right out of the wall.
Probably not far off from that.
Like, we're not allowed to talk in our room. Yank.
Do you know whose house you're in? Do you know who? Well,
like, you don't like it? You take that stuff to the Canadian side of Niagara.
Well, them pulling the internet was not very women supporting women of them, so don't love to see it. These ladies have continued to put on a show regardless of the internet issues.
It's almost as if the ladies didn't even notice the internet went down.
Oh, not a clue in the world. Not a clue. I wouldn't be thinking about stuff like that while playing.
I was being facetious, Nick.
I was just dribbling down on it. It's okay. I know. I do love that we're getting a lot of Sioux fans in the chat here.
Wait, is that the workers in the background? I see a chick with a Starbucks apron on.
I don't think that was the worker that did it. I think she just might be hanging out.
She's got her phone out too, looking at the feed. Like, did it go down? Yes.
She found out I worked at Dunkin' Donuts in high school, and the rest is just going downhill.
I'll show him. Stupid purple-haired dude. Yank.
Well, it is about how that would play out. Oh, boy. Susie needs as many of these as possible. So Corey, 2 15s needed. Has the 3-house advantage, is going to go right at it. But finding trouble at the wrong time.
Berlin gonna take the lead.
Susie Sue Q. I do like how the chat has now become Odie's family meeting. It's all the same family members talking to each other in our chat here. We're not your family group text, guys. Next, you're going to tell us to take out the trash. Big moment here for Darlene. X is now on all three of the houses for AIC.
No, Jamie unable to find the triple. So 3 singles from Susie will take a lead going into the bull. When we resume this leg, it looked like it was Corey and Jamie's to lose for sure.
She is able to grab the 19s. Doesn't get the 18s, though. Oh, big trip 16. Much welcomed after a dry spell on the points.
Just need to change their number.
Sometimes it is as simple as that, right?
Oh, Darlene unlucky. Finding a couple of triple 2s. So Jamie, to shut down the 15, just needs 2 of them.
Oh, still having trouble getting the close, though. This is what they've been struggling on, is these last 2 big single marks. She did take her time to recompose. $42-point advantage for AIC now. Finally gets those 15s out of the way. Honestly, with the way that these girls have had moments of brilliance and then some strugglesome moments on the bulls, I wouldn't be opposed if she gets one bull on the board to go for those closes here, but is now stuck trying to shoot him. Hey, I see 3 bulls away from setting this to the decider. It's a 74-point difference, so no shame in grabbing an extra single on the points. Does stay on and does find one bull. Another one of those. Oh, Susie Sue right there. Still work to do. You never know. Does get a good fall out there and a single bull to close. Jamie Jo just needs to collect one here. Needs to make sure she just is nice, careful, and follows through this. Oh, Oh, there it is. Little suspense builder there, but one more leg for the ladies now. So it looks like Susie isn't able to get that diddle there. So AIC to start us off. Last leg, last dip of the women's combo finals here in Niagara Falls. After this, we will have the Pro-Am Cricket Finals. And then after that, I believe the men's doubles cricket finals. I guess it depends on where that one lies. More than likely getting all three finals.
Yeah, the men's is already in the loser takes fourth place match. So, pretty likely that that we're going to go final. Especially if we have any more 6-leg finals. Although I guess technically the Pro-Am could be 10 legs.
It almost was last night. It was one short because there was a 3-1 and then a 3-2. So, in the singles last night. So, certainly possible. Corey and AIC in general are just scoring pretty strong to start this one off. 117-point difference that Darlene needs to make up for to keep things chalk. Ooh, great shot there. Keeps it within 10. And the pressure kind of mounted there for Jamie. Oh, and Susie now heating up, finding a low time to follow up her partner. These girls are putting on a show for us, DJ.
Yeah, and the last leg decider, bringing out all the guns.
Oh, my. Why not some more? Man, I'll tell you, I did not know Susie had so many fans in the chat.
I feel like Susie's had a lot of time to amass a lot of friends.
Fair enough. Jamie needs to be tactful here. Has to leave it out. All right, 1-4-3 will be the first look. No matter what, you're just going to start on the bull here, just in this format. And now you're just going to stay there. Bull for 34 is perfectly fine and open out. Ah, 118 there is the leave. But 163 bogey. Oh, but we'll put a lot of pressure. Big single 13 to set up the partner. Or honestly, a single bull. I mean, yeah, that's a huge hat trick there. Plus, 13's hard to bust. You can only bust by hitting the trip 13 or the double 13, but the 4 or 6, if you fall low or high, will not bust. So, great shot there. Love it, and what a time for a hat trick. For the match, AIC. Single 13. Gets it. And there you go. You can see her. She's bursting into tears. Everyone watching intently there. And what a powerful moment. You can see hugs and admiration as AIC girls beat out the Whiskey Girls, staving off Sue and Darlene there. And what a beautiful moment. And what a powerful one at that as well. These girls are hugging out here. So coming up right now, it's going to be Give 'em One versus Disappointed in the Pro-Am Cricket Finals here. I'm going to go ahead and get those guys over here. No dilly-dally. Be back in just a moment. Well, you guys already know what time it is. It's finals time again. This time for the fellas in the Pro-Am. Excited to see this one here. Give 'em one versus Disappointed, both of which teams we got to see earlier on. Disappointed losing out to Bell South and then getting their revenge in the third place match to fight back. Give 'em one on a heck of a tear, only dropping a few legs on the day. Excited to see what we got in store for us here. And excited to see what's going on. Of course, I'm joined by the one, the only, and the DJ Sayer.
Howdy.
When I was getting these guys over to the board, BMAC actually came up to me because he saw me first. He said, "Hey, you need to work on your commentary." And I said, "Why would you say that right before I commentate your match? How is that going to work out?" Well, he's like, "Yeah, I didn't think that one through." And he just laughed and walked away.
He ain't wrong.
Okay, hold on. You're supposed to back me up. I thought you were in my corner here. Wow, friendly fire.
Hey, I get it all the time, too. As in the words of Cat Williams, if you ain't got nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me.
Looks like mixed trips, they're just now closing up signups. 76 teams in that one so far, which is insane. Yeah, just saw in the background there Reagan running around. I give her my camera. I said, just go take photos of cool stuff going on if you get bored. And because I found out she was taking photography classes in high school. So been running around getting some dart photos, aka doing my job for me. Child labor, best labor. That's what I've always said.
Travis back in with a couple of triple 20s.
Doug's invested in this one. I think I don't know. There's a certain little drive. He was watching on his phone the Peter Wright Stowe Bunch match that was taking place overseas there, and he was invested, jumping up and down and showing stuff. So he had a lot of energy there.
And 3 singles from Sam. So Brian has the point lead here. Looking to shut down the 16s. Oh, switches over after a single. Prioritizing points over the close.
Yeah, a little bit of a scrappy battle here where everyone's kind of just playing great. Travis is the one falling a little bit behind, and I say a little bit. I mean, he's at a 4-5. It is the low man on the totem pole currently. Sam just taking a moment here, getting dialed in, knowing that this can be a very important turn here. Great start to this campaign. I still think down 30. Yeah, he's going to stay there because he didn't want to make it a 5-3 on the Bulls. BMAC with a 2-point advantage here.
Travis gonna ask the question of Doug. Can he hit 3?
Doug's going to say to himself, man, I don't have to go for 6 or 5 Bulls now. This is nice. Oh, big misstep.
Drops the 3rd, so Sam only needs 2 now.
Yeah, Sam was not expecting this shot here, so has to take a moment, make sure he's fully composed before executing this. Needs a big single. And gets a double. How about that? Great shot there. Disappointed is not. Going up 1-0 in this first set. Huge shot there from Doug. Finding all the 20s. If he had a 4th dart, it would have been 12.
I think that's the 3rd 180 we've seen on the stream from Doug today.
Yeah, I mean, it shows that he's one of the on-paper favorites in the room for any event that he's in. I'm trying to make a stand on those 19s, but 3 marks simply just won't be enough here. Doug's able to just go ahead and close around. Getting those 18s. And over to the 9s. And back upstairs. Clinical darts there from Doug. B-Mac grabbing a bull on the last there. Kind of just throwing whatever his heart was feeling there. I think grabbing an extra number there might have worked, but yeah, this is that Pro-Am event, so the Am will go pro on the winning team. Oh, look at this. Double bull there. Trip 15 to make this one apiece here in this final. Oh, not quite.
So Doug only need 3 15s to tie it up at 1 leg apiece.
He gets on the second dart, calling it.
Second dart?
Oh, I'm so
How
silly.
dare you doubt his first start?
Yeah, he's going to be offended when he hears that call, too. So Travis here to start us off in leg number 3. Remember, it's a race to 3, best of 5 for the Pro-Am. How about a 9 to start off for Travis, saying, hey, Doug, I can do it too.
Way to blow the perfect game, Sam.
You blew it. B-Mac just going to try to make a stand over these 18s now. Plenty of life left in this one as he does find 6.
Doug finding 3 triples. Electing to close down by 28. See if it pays off. Put a lot of pressure on Sam is what it done.
Yeah, he has to perform here. Needs to get the 16s closed now they started that route. Is going to stay there for all three. I think that is one of the better case scenarios if you're shooting the white horse from Doug.
Yeah, if you're Sam there, I think you got to start on the 15s. You can't leave Brian a 5 mark here. But Brian, not going to really punish. Oh, and he's going to leave it wide open with only 2. So Travis will get to stay there all day.
Yeah, fatal misstep there.
Travis not even messing around with staying on the 15s. No fear of a 3-dart out, so I get it.
There's the double.
We know Doug can hit 5 bulls.
He will hit 5 bulls. People might say it's scripted with the way he's been hitting those.
Well, and that does make it interesting because now Sam needs 2 15s to get the point lead back.
Albeit a little bit more pressure for him.
I like watching Travis play it out in his head. I think he's thought about it 18 different ways. Sam gets 1 dart at the bull.
And gets it.
Oh, and he narrowly edges it in the corner.
Yeah, an important shot there. So 2-1 advantage now for Disappointed. Do want to give a shout out as the finals for the non-pro doubles will be after this. HTP, Sean Gibo and Andrew Sauer, and DCD, Jonathan Long and Sean Ryan. How about a 7 from Doug? Not his normal 9, but we'll take it, I guess. Travis wants to answer right back. B-Mac doing something there. Oh, what a shot. That's super ballsy, super good at determination, though.
It's looking like a beer round for Sam unless he can find 2 triples. Yep, everybody throws a 7. You don't. Beer round.
Nah, I think that would be fair. Huge last start there for Travis. Needed to try to close some of that distance.
Brian shutting it down. Sprouting a mark on the 15s. Sam gonna make up for the beer round with 3 in the bed on the 16s. We know Doug likes to throw 180s.
This would be a good time for one. A 7 will do there, though. Good shot from Bane.
Oh, and that could spell disaster for this leg. For Travis and Sam, it's looking like we're probably going to be playing all 5.
And the standard for these guys is incredible right now.
Brian going to keep this interesting, though. Does find a triple 20 with his third.
Here we go for Doug. 2 16s and a trip 15. Gets the trip 15 first, over to the 16s now. Pops it with extra credit, and then onto the bulls with the 3-house lead. Oh, he was trying to go for the 20s there. You even saw he gave it a come on up motion towards it. Go, tie-breaking leg now. Who will show first? Travis, see what you got for us. Outside.
Yeah, not a good dart there from Travis. Doug and Brian are going to have the start. This is for the title for them. If Travis and Sam are able to pull this out going second, we will have a whole nother set.
I mean, you mentioned it, right? Doug has had lethality on at least 20s. So now would be a time to channel that energy and successfully knock out as many as he can get. Great start to that campaign. Keeps on it. And there you go. Like we said, he loves him some 20s. Just a 4 there. If BMAC can follow with a 5 mark or more, I mean, it puts so much pressure for the match here. Gets the 19s on the first. Can he get the 17s as well? Doesn't quite get it. So not mathematically eliminating by any means, but does mount the pressure even more for Sam.
Travis needs to fill it up. Only going to find 5. So Brian could potentially close everything except for the bulls with a 7 mark.
Doug's just so consistent on his 20s right now. Why not another one, Doug Bain? No name? What are you talking about, no name? Travis not rattled, though. Will not go quietly into the night. Sixteens are gone. Went for the bull in the second dart there. I think I would have preferred either a 15 or a point there. A little bit of a safer dart. Don't want to give any edge here. You want this to go over. You don't want to go to another set. Huge last start there for B-Mac.
Solid 7 from Sam, but probably too late here. Doug putting in too good of a leg going first. But Doug's going to play with fire for no reason at all.
That is his style.
Yep, and that's what can happen.
Turns out if you play with fire, there's a chance of getting burned.
Yeah, it's uncalled for. Like, are you going to get punished most of the time? No. But that one time you do when you didn't deserve to.
Exactly. It changes the whole dialect of the game.
I don't mind that from Brian just because you sure up the game. You know that Sam can't extend it, and he's 4 darts away from closing everything. So worst case scenario, Doug's going to need 2 bulls. But, yeah, Doug just close the 15s, pal. It's the only way they can win is if they extend this game.
Yeah, it looks like pretty much this match is set and done here. As, yep, 2 bulls or now at this point 2 20s also would suffice. There it is, the finals, and your Pro-Am champions. Give them one, taking one. Disappointed, getting second place, which is nothing to be disappointed about if you ask me. See a lot of love and respect. You can see the room refilled up here as it is underway. 76 teams in the triples, 701 going on at the moment. So some good stuff going on here. Coming up right now, they were literally standing right behind just a second ago. We got the men's doubles cricket finals, and that will wrap up our coverage. So there'll be just a moment's time here, guys. Don't go far. Nick DeShera, DJ Sayer in the booth. Be back in just a moment. Back in the action and back in the saddle. Time for one more final. My name is Nick Teixeira, joined by DJ Sayer here for our men's doubles non-pro bracket. And we're going to see a good one. HTP versus DCD. Dead Center Darts. I'm not sure what HTP stands for. But HTP is your seat holders there. Beating 2-1 over Team Pricked. So excited to see how this one develops here. Gentleman in the glasses approaching is Jonathan Long, no stranger to the stream. He was one of the gentlemen that decided, hey, I want to shot the Invitational. I'm going to play up in the pro singles instead of playing the non-pro singles, and ended up making a semifinals appearance as well. So wasn't far off from making a run at it.
Well, that's good to hear.
I did forget I changed into a normal dart jersey so I can blend in when mixed trips is starting here, because I am playing in it. And so I went up to the guys. I was like, who are we waiting on over here? And they're like, why? Are you playing trips with somebody? I'm like, no. Sorry, I did not specify. So got all these guys going here. Excited to see. I mean, they're raring to go. They've been waiting for a little bit here. But, of course, if you made it to the final, you're going to be in high spirits regardless.
So are you telling the folks that your goal is to blend in?
Yeah. You know, with
you
my
have purple hair. How do you blend in with purple hair?
Yeah, well, it's called incognito purple.
Incognito purple. That's what it's called.
That's actually called tanzanite from Ion.
Yeah, no chance.
No chance. If there's things I'm known for, I guess subtlety and being a background character is not one of them. For better and usually for worse. Now, DJ, if I may ask you a question, being stuck with me another weekend here after Kalamazoo, am I slowly making you lose your mind?
I wouldn't say slowly.
Well, at least I'm half right.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Good to hear. HTP, by the way, did get clarification. Home team pub. So home team pub, dead center darts. So both representing their respective home bars and operations. Dead center darts is a dart shop that has dartboards and not necessarily a bar.
I think we're in for some real point battles here, Nick.
Well, strap in, and sorry to the teams I'm supposed to be playing in trips. Pretty good Sander all around, other than one slack score line. Everyone in that 4 range currently. Jonathan does try to take a stab here. Isn't able to close it down, though. So giving Skitz a chance to shoot some 17s, but he has been struggling so far, so we'll see if he's able to connect. Oh, unlucky on the last.
Yeah, gave him a single too.
You'd have to imagine. I mean, HTP wants to get this done in convincing fashion, 2 straight, but Dead Center Darts playing like they got something to prove. Now, Dead Center's Darts loss was 2 straight to HTP. So this was a matchup that they did have, and it looks like the top 4 sections, so the semis on the winner's side, is where HTP knocked down DCD. So this is a rematch.
Just not of our king seat.
Just not of our king seats. HTP well behind in this one at this given moment here. Needs to try to get a foothold in and hope for a mistake, but yeah, that's not going to do it. Insane in the membrane, going for 15s now. League number 1, Dead Center Darts. So now on to the second leg here. HTP, that was their throw broken. Gonna need to rally here.
So which team has the king seat again? Nick? I lost him.
Sorry, I didn't realize I left myself on mute. Apologize.
Yeah, so which team has the king seat again?
The hometown pub, HTP.
And that's Jonathan and Insane?
No, that's Dead Center Darts, DCD. So team going second
Okay.
right now. Yeah. Huge 7 mark there for HTP, forcing Jonathan to perform. Yeah, Skit's getting done when he needs to get done there. In the close down, and then some extra on top of that. Sprinkling some sugar there. HTP well ahead so far, 106 lead with the 18 house. Trying to set this up to a last leg decider for the first set. Insane there, throwing pretty insane, given the name. Yeah, even if Jonathan finds 9 on the 15s, it won't be enough. See the frustration in his face.
Yeah, looking pretty likely that we're going to be playing all 3 in this first set.
I would say the key word or the key summary for Jonathan's New York BullShooter so far has been up and down. I mean, he's gone on these crazy tears. Jonathan started off his pro singles as the non-pro, deciding to play up. First round against Darcy, previous champion, and besting him, and having these moments of brilliance on our stream, and then he has these off legs that are just so uncharacteristic to the other side of his performance.
I mean, that doesn't sound that crazy to me. Like, I think when you're talking about a certain level of player, be that 3-0 or 3-5 or whatever that is up, I think all of them are capable of having a match where they average, 6 or 7 marks a turn. The top tier players just do it more often.
Fairly well said there. Is Chicken Little does get only 3 bulls there.
Is that his nickname, Chicken Little?
Well, it used to be Shorty, but then Johnny Lackey saw him take his hat off once and realizes he has the same hair as Chicken Little. That's a true story. That is, I'm just telling it as it is. He even told me that story in an interview, so I have a lot to say it.
Fair enough. I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm here for the extra color commentary, I guess. I got you on the inside scoop.
Making sure you didn't just randomly call somebody Chicken Little, because then that would be offensive.
I mean, to be fair, it is on brand for me to say something that crazy sounding. Jonathan just going to try to drill in some bulls here and hope to keep having an opportunity. Would need 6 to close the gap. Oh, wow. Simon wants to make it a 2-3 race here. What do you shoot?
I'd probably take the 18, honestly. I got a leg to give. I need some help from my opponents anyways. So yeah, I would try to steal the 18, hope that they don't hit 3 bulls, and then my partner only needs 2.
Fair play. He agreed. Skid's here trying to get the 3. Needs this last start to connect, and does so. Last leg decider inbounds. So on to the diddle here. HTP, DCD. The battle of the acronyms. Jonathan, the show first. And Jonathan Long does get it, so DCD will get the start. If HTP wins it, it is over, and they will be your non-pro doubles champions. Vice versa, if DCD wins it, we get another best of 3 here. Jonathan's starting off right with a 7 mark as well. Oh, look at this. Full punishment on that lax open from HTP.
Oh, need another one. And he gets it. 3 in the bed on the 17s to pull back within 2.
Showing signs of life in what is a heavily favored leg for the team going first. So now needs the bed once again for HTP. Skits his turn. Needs to load up those 16s and hope that his partner gets a shot to take down some of the bigger houses. Now all HTB can do is hope that 4 more bulls are hits, and that's enough to stave off 1 extra turn. It's the only route left. It's not even going to happen here. Just getting 2 bulls there, so Jonathan Long and Dead Center Darts need 2 bulls to take it to another set here. There we go. 1 more set, no time to waste. Here we go. Dead Center Darts, hometown pub.
We get to do it all over again.
1 more time. So here we go. Looks like they're waiting on one of them here real quick. I'm gonna check real quick what they're waiting on. Just gonna mute us real quick. We'll be right back, guys. Here we go. Sorry, quick little pit stop there needed. So they had to reset, regroup, and re-go. Jonathan Long to start us off here. Another interesting note, as I went out there to check what was going on, he was talking about how he has chronic back pain and it was bothering him a little bit. And I told him, oh, you know, maybe a little extra liquid encouragement might help you forget about it. And he says, you know, I don't drink when I play. And I was like, I didn't. So does not drink when he plays, which is something that you don't always see on the non-use side of darts.
He said, you know it. Like,
I mean, we've talked a few times.
Everyone knows that I don't drink.
Well, I do consider him a friend, so that might be on me for forgetting more so than his moxies to assume I would know. Well, I guess in that phrasing, it didn't give him the best look. Jason in the chat saying, in 2018, we made the New York BullShooter in a blizzard. Today, we are in a casino watching this live. So thank you for tuning in. And yeah, no blizzard this year. Pretty solid weather in the 40s throughout most of this.
Somebody from Florida is not allowed to call the 40s solid.
What's wrong with well, I'm from Ohio. Well, let's just correct that now.
Well, that lives in Florida. Same difference.
That's fair. I still claim Ohio because who wants to be associated with a Florida man? Although I do kind of act like one.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're like, I'm not going to bite on that one.
Mm-mm.
A good first from Jonathan. Couldn't follow, though. Yeah, just going to get a 3-point lead there. So, want a little bit more than that. And Gibo, who has the hot hand at the moment, could take full advantage. Kind of flicks that dart in there. Still anybody's leg here at the tail end.
Ooh, only going to come away with 30 points. Just barely enough to get the point lead.
Jonathan not able to regain it after 2, so forced to stay. 33 points. Which means 2 single 17s will get the point lead now. Oh, that's a great marker for the trip. Oh, catches the side.
Oh, but doesn't close the 17.
Just 2 bulls in the end there. Hands the opportunity back over. HTP needs 3. If Dead Center Darts does get another shot, it would be 2 bulls. But Hometown Pub takes game number 1 here. John Gibo throwing strong and having the hot hand of the group at a 4-4-1. Jonathan Long and Dead Center Darts to start off leg number 2 here. Best of 3 format, so Hometown Pub is now a match point. Oh, great shot there. Sean finding 7. Putting the pressure on Mr. Membrane. Better known as Insane. No pressure felt. 6 mark hit. Every player started off strong and then some. They went for the low 5 there. But missed it. Did not miss the trip there. Just the low 5. massive point lead here, so Evo's just going to have to pray that he hits all these and the opponent's going to miss here. Yeah, just 3 marks, so Dead Center Dart's in full control at the moment. A solid 5 mark there.
So we look primed to play a decider in the deciding set.
There's a decider inside a decider. Deciderception. That trick is simply not enough. With the massive advantage for DCD as they will take it to a last leg decider. Insane averaging a 5.77, Jonathan averaging a 4.4. Great team effort, and now on to the diddle.
Oh, that's a pretty good dart.
Pretty great dart even. I mean, you have to get underneath it or shoot from a side angle here. It's going to be a tough dart to get around. Even with Jonathan putting on his glasses, so had to get up close to see. Yeah, just dragged it down there. Not happy with it. So looks like Hometown Pub will be your home team here. Sean, to start us off. Josh, I do believe I will be at Texas for the BullShooter there. Just don't tell Ram Guevara. I told him I'm playing for $20 a game before he started getting really good again. I don't want to lose $20 a game. Sean just completely hitting a bagel sandwich there. Handing the throw over to Dead Center Darts. Could have hurt more, but a great capitalization of the opportunity. Great 7 mark there. Insane following it up.
Yeah, you got to feel for Sean here. Had such a great dart on the cork, only to give it away by blanking, which will probably be the difference in this leg.
Yeah, it might very well be the difference. Jonathan here, trip 15, and 3 bulls away from taking it. Does find the 15s here and pretty much writes this is all but over for dead center darts over Hometown Pub in the very last leg, in the very last moment. Top 4, they lost 2 straight to HTP, and now have come back and are pretty much set to successfully complete the double dip here for our final streamed match of the day.
Yeah, I know you said you had one yesterday in the men's singles, but we really haven't had a whole lot of double dips today.
There it is. Your champions and finals. 6-0 for Insane, 5-0 for Jonathan there, and put on an impressive last leg performance and an impressive finals performance here. So that will do it for our coverage today. DJ, I mean, we saw some great stuff today, huh?
Yeah, good darts. Looking forward to tomorrow. I think we'll get more of the same as far as talent goes. So yeah, a good showing and a good turnout there in Niagara for the Open for sure.
Oh yeah, a very impressive turnout, and I'm excited to see tomorrow, especially that Pro Doubles 01, as that is an invitational qualifying event. So super excited to see what is in store for us, as I've had a lot of fun calling some games with you today, bud.
Yeah, me too. Likewise.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that will conclude our coverage for today. Nick DeShera and DJ Sayer over here commentating the Niagara Falls, New York Regional. Guys, join us tomorrow morning for more darting action. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a good night, everybody.